Hey, what's up YouTube? This is Random Callsign and welcome to a new video. As you know, Assetto Corsa mods and apps keep expanding every single month. It becomes really hard to track which ones are worthwhile. Some new mods coming out are absolute gems and worth installing, others not really, they're kind of passable. But on this list, I'll be showing you some of my favorites in particular areas of Assetto Corsa. So this video will have a bit of everything. You'll have downloadable programs, 2 tracks, and everything in between. I do believe all of these are worthwhile to have or at least try, but always these choices come from my personal perspective and what I think it's usable and actually essential. That means if some of your mods aren't here, check out the 2018 list, which the card will be available above, and also tell me in the comments what you think are usable mods for you. But anyways, let's start with programs, and this is going to be something that is not in Assetto Corsa. We're going to start with Crew Chief. Crew Chief has been one of those applications that is running almost every time I race. Out of everything I'm going to talk about today, this program runs with most modern sims, so we're talking about iRacing, R3, Automobilista, and of course Assetto Corsa. I've used them in all of them. It's extremely useful and surprisingly powerful. It will provide, of course, the services of a crew chief, as the namesake states, that provides the information on the road, what's happening there, flags, car conditions, fuel, lap times, and much more. If you choose to do so, the crew chief can be interacted with voice commands, replying with the information that was asked for through the microphone. But for me, one of the most useful features is the spotter. The spotter, of course, will spot any cars in your vicinity, telling you where they are, if they are clear, if they are left, if they are right. You can even choose between voices, install your own packs, and even activate swear modes on the base crew chief, which is named Gem. You'll become somewhat passive-aggressive, which is, in my opinion, essential as it adds a lot to immersion. For me, absolutely essential. Going to the next program, we will be reprising a spot on this essential list. That will be Content Manager. Content Manager is a powerful tool for Assetto Corsa that will substitute the original launcher for the game. It comes in 2 flavors. One is free and another one is paid. You only really have to make a donation of about $1 or $2. But the latter is really what I recommend, as it gives you even more powerful tools for your Assetto Corsa usage. Content Manager has a lot of tricks up its sleeves. Not only makes the regular stuff easier, like creating your own races with car selection all in your palm of your hands with all of the settings, but it combines a lot of functionalities from different applications in one place, like fixing some sound issues or sound bugs you might be having, running sim racing systems without installing it separately. It has a powerful showroom where you can change a lot of the lights, add cars, and create screenshots. Content Manager also replaces the shader activation programs. It's also the best way, if not the only way, to run another essential mod, which is called Sol. If you want to supercharge your Assetto Corsa launcher, try out Content Manager. You will be glad you did. For the next mod, we're gonna start going towards the domain of Assetto Corsa mods themselves, and I think it's useful to talk about Sol. If you want to have a look at the full review, please check the card above, it will be further explained, but Sol is essentially a love letter to the Assetto Corsa and its community, made by Peter Bose and the creator of Content Manager. It's a powerful graphical modifications for Assetto Corsa that fuses the Lights shader pack created by the creator of Content Manager and adds a 24-hour night and day cycle, adding also a own weather system that allows for custom weather progression, adding even seasonality to some tracks, and much more. Assetto Corsa will become completely renewed with this new shader pack and all new weather system. You can even activate rain droplets and the wipers on some cars, which becomes incredible to use with the rain weathers. At the moment, Sol can only be run in single player, but it keeps getting improved and multiplayer functionalities are in the way and they are currently being tested. The downside, of course, is the significant toll on lower end systems, but for me, this mod is essential. Another app that will be reprising a place on this list is Race Essentials. I started using this app years ago when it was still being developed by Topus. This was before Sidekick was around, but even though Sidekick is the evolution of Race Essentials, I still prefer it over anything else. Race Essentials, as the name suggests, provides essential information regarding your racing conditions. It gives out information on the engine speed, gears, traction control, ABS, lap times including last session best and overall best, as well information regarding the tires, with the handy dandy set of essential info like optimal tire pressure, tire status, and even temperatures. At first, I must admit, it seems quite overwhelming, being very information dense, but after a few minutes it's a breeze to use, and this is one of the apps that in Assetto Corsa I always activate. For me, it's a must download. Another great app to download. It solves one of the main problems of sim racing, at least for people that are using at least a single screen, and which will be the lack of lateral awareness. In previous times I've recommended something else called Corsa, but today I'm gonna tell you about Car Radar, which does exactly what it states. It's a radar for your car. It solves the main issue you get with lack of lateral awareness. This app activates when cars are in close vicinity, providing a radar-like interface that shows relative distance and angle of the cars close to you. It also shows when you're safe to overtake by providing a visual indication through color change that goes green whenever the position on your side is clear. While less immersive than Crew Chief, that can be excused as it helps out with safer maneuvers and better awareness of where others are, and of course avoiding some crashes. This app only activates when the cars are around, so when nothing is around and or you're doing like a single player stint, it won't be visible on your screen. So if you want to save yourself for some crashes, try Car Radar. Going for the next one, it won't be a car mod, but in reality a car mod pack, and if you are craving for a bit of the best Formula 1 vintage days actions, GPL is a mod you must definitely try out. It's made by a team of dedicated modders. They have worked tirelessly to bring a mod that is able to bring a slice of older days actions when courage was just as important as driving techniques. All the cars of the 1967 season are here, all of them with their own handling, physics, and charisma. These cars couldn't be further apart from each other, starting all the way down from the smallish Matra that, while it isn't really that powerful, it handles like a charm, and it's for me one of the best handling cars in the pack. Then you'll also have the Eagle that roars with an immense torque and requires someone to rein on its potential. It must be said that in order to completely use this mod, you should have the Ferrari DLC pack, as the GPL mod requires the model from that pack in order to complete all of the roster. So guys, if you enjoy vintage racing, this one is essential, download it. Finalizing this list, the next 3 mods are all tracks, but for brevity's sake and because the rationale behind choosing these mods is basically the same, they can be treated somewhat as one. The tracks for this list are Road Atlanta, Watkins Glen, and Road America. To be honest, and of course in my opinion, there's a lack of classic American mod tracks being used from pub racing into sim racing systems, and because of it, I think all of these fit the build quite well. They have that great ambiance, they are well modeled, and the layouts are pretty cool for most types of racing. All of these tracks can be used for many types of racing, from small cars like the MX-5s or small formulas to full-fledged GTEs. Watkins Glen is possible to use during the nighttime, as it is compatible with the shader packs, adding to the immersion that comes with using these tracks. I believe these tracks should be in rotation, and they are absolutely worthwhile to run on. If you want to add a bit of American spice to your Assetto Corsa without being in the oval department, these 3 tracks are absolutely a must-have. And here you have it, guys. I hope you've enjoyed these mods. If you have some of them that you would recommend but not on a list like I said before, leave them below in the comments. If you want to download, of course, the links will be in the description. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to press like, subscribe, and also activate the notification bell so you can receive the notification whenever new content is out. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.